Your marketing dashboards are glowing green. Social media sentiment is positive, traditional PR mentions are climbing, and your net promoter scores look flawless. But underneath the surface, the pipeline fractures. Organic traffic is dropping, inbound demos are drying up, and revenue targets are slipping out of reach. This happens because those dashboards only measure the human arena, the social media chatter, Reddit threads, and customer reviews where people talk to each other. Relying strictly on these human-centric metrics creates a blind spot. You can win every conversation on LinkedIn while actively losing your market share to an invisible competitor. A potential buyer looking for a solution like yours skips the search engine entirely. They open ChatGPT and ask for a specific recommendation. The model responds by framing your brand as a decent option, but labels it pricey and outdated compared to the newest alternatives. This structured hemisphere is the algorithmic arena. It is the collective intelligence of language models and AI overviews that mediate how customers discover products. The algorithmic arena intercepts the customer journey. It summarizes opinions and reviews before the buyer reaches the human-led web. This environment is incredibly volatile. A single data refresh can cause yesterday's top recommendation to vanish from the model's memory. Dominating the human web is a secondary concern if AI models are actively filtering your brand out of the recommendation loop. To understand why a model chooses one brand over another, we have to look at the mechanics used by systems like Claude and Gemini. This is context clustering. AI doesn't just count brand mentions. It evaluates the surrounding text, categorizing pros, cons, and peer comparisons. Being mentioned is one thing, but if a competitor is grouped with better value nodes, AI ranks them higher. Tracking these subtle nuances manually is impossible when users are running hundreds of unique prompts every day across multiple AI platforms. Brands need a continuous radar system that immediately pings them the exact moment their algorithmic narrative begins to shift. Because AI generates these answers on the fly, passive observation is no longer a viable strategy. You therefore need a constant algorithmic surveillance. BrandJet AI is a unified command center built specifically to bridge both the human and algorithmic arenas. It queries GPT-4, Claude, and Gemini daily to track algorithmic framing, while scanning X, Reddit, and LinkedIn for human buying intent. This schematic shows how BrandJet replaces ToolSoup. Instead of switching between 5 different software subscriptions, all data funnels into one core workspace. Seeing human intent and AI perception on a single dashboard reveals the blind spots that often drain corporate revenue. Monitoring sentiment is a waste of resources if you cannot immediately act upon the data. Suppose the system detects a Reddit user actively asking for a software solution in your exact category. In this flowchart, that red intent signal triggers the insight to action loop, instantly enrolling the user into a multi-channel outreach sequence. The system cycles through your connected channels, email first, then LinkedIn, then WhatsApp, to ensure the prospect is reached wherever they are currently active. This outreach happens natively within BrandJet's unified inbox, removing the need to switch tabs or export CSV files. Closing this entire insight-to-action loop successfully transforms those shallow vanity metrics into a direct, high-converting pipeline for new leads. Brands can move from being passive observers of AI outputs to actively influencing them by identifying and patching their specific content gaps. One VP of marketing discovered an AI was describing her brand as pricey. By updating her landing page positioning to address value, she successfully shifted the AI's framing 3 weeks later. Market perception is no longer just a collection of human opinions. It is an algorithmic output that can be measured and managed. Click the link in the description to explore BrandJet's platform and see exactly how both humans and AI models are perceiving your brand. As AI search replaces traditional discovery, your visibility depends on how clearly you can see and manage the algorithms that recommend you.